Whoa. How's it? Let's see if everything is working. Awesome. Everything looks like it is working. Quality is good. Everything is live. How's it, everyone? I'll wait for people to tune in, and then we can get started on some Bitcoin analysis. Oh, lovely. I should put this here. There is one concurrent viewer. How's it? Just R, how are you? We're about to get started on some crypto analysis. Just waiting for a few guys to tune in, and then we should get started. I always make these random. Maybe I need to work on my live streams, add some value here. What, like a page that says starting in 5 minutes or something like that. I can go do some research on that later. Cool. You guys can throw lots of questions or anything you want at me for now, until we wait for some people to start the full Elliott Wave education. Why is this thing lagging? Oh, trading view. Lovely. It's not working. Thank you. Okay, let's see if it works now. Sorry, everyone. Let's see if it starts to open up. I don't know why this is taking so long, but all good. How's everyone doing? Let's see if this loads now better. Okay, that's better. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to get into some Elliott Wave analysis, and you guys can ask me lots of different questions, and I'll shoot answers to all of them. You guys have the floor. Cool. Okay, let's see where the live stream is. Cool, it's over there. So today we're going to be doing Elliott Wave analysis on the 3 or 4 scenarios that I looked at. Last night I decided, okay, I'm gonna chart quite a bit, and sat down for about 30-40 minutes and charted for the last little bit of the night. There's some interesting ideas I have to share today, so do stay tuned. But we're gonna start on the first scenario here. Cool. So starting on the first scenario, remember guys, you can ask any question throughout the entire stream and I'll shoot my answer to it. So starting on the first scenario, we have now finished this WXY correction, right? This means that a W, which is an ABC, an X, which is an A, B, C, and a Y, which is also an ABC, has indeed completed. Right? If we label this here, we can actually do some charting as well. So let's go into this Y wave, this W wave, and let's go look at it quickly. So A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. Very nice C wave down actually. Don't know why my trading view is so laggy today. No clue. And we can change this to micro. Cool. So this is at the moment what I'm looking at in the wave W and ABC. In this A wave, we have a 5-wave structure, right? A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in some form of a diagonal, right? That is a very standard move in Elliott wave, so that is what the A wave should be, a 5-wave structure. You can change this to submicro. Cool. That is what I'm looking at there. Then in the B wave, we have another A wave up, B wave down, and C wave up. Or no, this is very ugly. WXY. WXY in the B wave. So we have a W up, an X down, and a Y towards the upside. So I can change this as well to submicro. Cool. So remember, a WXY are all 3-wave structures. So if you see A, B, C in W, A, B, C, and X. X actually can be any corrective structure. So A, B, C, and W, X, and A, B, C, and Y. Perfect. That looks very, very nice. This is on our main scenario at the moment. So I'm just doing the charting for this. Is anyone saying anything? Not yet. Cool. So if we look at our main scenario, this is so far the WXY correction. Now in C, you can see that this is a lovely C wave. This is a perfect example of a C wave. A 1 down, 2 up, 3 all the way down, 4 up, and a 5 with, if we go from top of 2 to here, let's see if this 4 touches the 886. I don't think this 0.618. Oof, it does. Okay, so it does indeed touch the 886. Okay, so for this to be a C wave, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's quickly see if it touches the C wave on the 886 on the other charts. Wait 1 second. So let's see. So what I'm going through here is I'm just labeling all these moves to the downside. So this was our finished wave Y. So this would have been over here our structure, and W. Let's go back to our first. What am I measuring here? This WXY of the C. Okay. So what the 4th wave can't do in a C wave is touch the 0.618. So that is what we're looking for at the moment, to see if this 4th wave did indeed touch the 0.618. If not, this would be the finished impulse, and now we then have an A, B, C up in A. So we do here, so this is supposed to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from the top of 2 to the bottom of 3, it did indeed touch the 886. Okay, so we're going to now have to label this the finished impulse, this being a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, extended 5. Perfect. So this works too at the moment. We go here, 3, 4, and then wave 5. Perfect. Finishing the C, finishing the W, and that is now our WXY, or in our WXY on the larger degree time frame. That is the analysis there. A W down with a 5-wave structure in A, 3-wave structure in B, and 5-wave structure in C. So if you guys can see that there, that is how at the moment how it is playing out. Cool. So that is our main move there. Now we then have an A, B, and a C in a wave A, then a B and a C. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So in this wave A now, let's go forward. Cool. In this wave A now, we are looking at a 3-wave structure. So let me actually open the Discord quickly and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so over here in a flat structure, an expanding flat specifically, wave A can be a 3-wave structure, right? Wave B a 3-wave structure, and wave C a 5-wave structure. So if we look here on the chart, wave A, clicked the wrong thing. If we look here on the chart, wave A can indeed be a 3-wave structure, and A, B, and a C. Perfect. Then ABC, meaning this is an expanding or a flat, a perfect example of a flat, and then that being marked as an A, this being marked as a B, and this being marked as an entire impulse in C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, take it. Okay, let's quickly look here. Oh, took the high perfectly. Gorgeous. So this thing can move to here. Awesome. So that being a wave 4. Cool. So let's quickly label this nicely on the chart for us. So if we look at on the chart now, we are looking at, in this wave X, an A wave up. So in this A wave, this larger degree A wave, this can be a flat. Perfect. A, entire B, entire C. Lovely. So we go into this and mark it off. From here, A wave A wave B, and A wave C. Lovely. This is looking very, very good on the chart at the moment. So if we look here, an ABC, in this A we have an A B, and a C up. So we mark it off. We mark off A wave A wave B, and A wave C. Lovely. So that is at the moment what we are looking at in this wave X. Very, very nice move. And we can see here that in this B wave, so this A being an ABC, perfect. In this, or we actually do go one degree lower, or do we? No, we don't. Okay, so impulses are marked in purple. Cool. So in this wave B, we have another ABC down. A wave B, and then the crash in the wave C. Perfect structure as well that we deal with quite often in Elliott Wave. This being quite a nice structure. So you can see this is quite an impulse down. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing that impulse. And then an ABC correction in B, and another flash impulse to the downside. Cool. That being your wave B. And then in wave C, we have another 5-wave structure. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Lovely impulse there as well. This is probably the most perfect example of an impulse on the chart at the moment. You can see here a perfect retracement in 2. Oof, this could actually be, no, it's okay. We keep it like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside this wave 3, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gorgeous 1, 2. Yes, flippin' gorgeous to look at. Cool. So that is our labeling at the moment. Awesome. Just fixing it up here a little bit. Perfect. So this is on our main scenario, guys. So remember, this is our main scenario. Where we're going next, I'm going to get into that right now. Don't worry. So this is our move in our main scenario. And I can move the C slightly down. Cool. Then in the Y wave, we have another ABC structure. So if you see here, this is not an impulse because this 1, 2, 3, very short 4. Expanded 5, very unlikely. If we go to the hourly time frame, this looks much more to me like a ABC than a 5-wave structure here. Also, you can see the truncation on on the last move down, but also very, very short fours. So in an impulse, we normally look for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a clear fourth wave and a clear second wave. If you see here, we can see a clear 1, 2 down, 3, 4 down, 5 up. Clear on the chart. Here, it's not so clear, especially on the 4-hourly time frame. 1, 2 is clear, and then this just continues and continues and continues, almost like a flash crash to the downside. So at the moment, that is where this scenario is quite a iffy scenario, but we are looking at an ABC here still. An A, in my opinion, a B, and a C to the downside. And we can mark this as micro. Perfect. No, we cannot mark this as micro. We can mark this as sub-micro. Awesome. This is exactly how it is playing out at the moment. We have our W in an ABC and they're marked out. Our X in an ABC and all of the structures are marked out. And our Y in an ABC. Awesome. Now, or actually this is supposed to be in blue and it is supposed to be micro. Perfect. Now we're getting to where we are now. Where we are now on the chart is we're at this weird standpoint at the moment where most people think we are ranging, some people think we are breaking out, but a lot of people are getting extremely, extremely bullish, which is dangerous. Bullish people, when you go into a Discord channel, go onto Twitter, go onto everything there, and everyone is being bullish, that means for a fact the market is not going to give everyone money. So if we look at where we are at the moment, we are creating a diagonal on the chart. Now, a diagonal is how we start a move up. So we either start in two ways. We either start in a standard impulse, yay, wave 1, followed by a 3-wave structure, and then the blast off 2 in 3. Cool. That's how we normally start. Or we start in a diagonal, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with trend lines that go somewhat like this, and then we have the 2 and then the 3 up. So this being marked as 1, this being marked as 2, and that being the 3 to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at the moment. A diagonal on the chart here. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I saw this yesterday. Yesterday I sat down and did some charting, and I actually now believe that this is an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expanded in the wave 5. So that means this being an A B, and a C wave up, finishing the structure, and then having a B, a C, A, B, C for that 5, 4, this being the top of 3, 2, and 1. That being labeled as a larger degree wave 1. That is what I am looking at the moment. So if we were to structure or lay it out now, we're looking at a 1, 2, and we can delete all this stuff now. A 3, or actually let's keep those on the chart, but this off. Cool. So we are now looking at a 3. So in this, we can label this here a wave A B, and a C. This here is a perfect structure to the upside. Let's just see what this is. This is subminute. Cool. This is a perfect structure to the upside, in my opinion. Or actually, let's put this at the same as this. So this being subminute. Let's make this minute. Cool. And then let's make this micro in the different color, orange. Cool. This being an ABC. Here. Great. That is how wave 1 should start. This being another ABC here. An A, a B, and a C. Perfect. Another perfect ABC in wave 2. Lovely. Now, the last one. And let's make this color. Let's make this this pink on the chart. Oh, no, not that. Let's make this color. This pink on the chart. Cool. Then, actually no, we can't do that color. We're gonna go with green. Lovely. An ABC. Now we have an ABC in wave 3. A wave. A up, B down, and C up. Possibly finishing that ABC soon at some point. We will get into that now. If we mark this off here, we can actually see that being the trend line more so there. Cool. So if we look here on the chart, we are now working through the chart. This is what this live stream is going to be. So we're just analyzing the chart and working through it and saying actually what is really happening. Instead of giving you guys a nice breakdown, I'm giving you guys all the tools to analyze the chart yourselves. So now if we go, now we haven't had any structure left, so we are now looking at this 5 being here, this 5 being here. So possibly something like this. And now we are getting an ABC. Right? B wave was a perfect ABC down. Lovely. Lovely. Exactly what we want to see. So now, this structure on the 1 hourly time frame should indeed, let's make this now minor. Great. So this structure now on this move up should be a structure where we have 5 waves, as this is an A wave up, B wave down, and C wave up, finishing that wave 3. Then we get an ABC in A wave 4, and then an ABC in A wave 5. This is what I expect to occur on the chart, followed by that, finishing this larger wave 1. Then we get an ABC down, quite a heavy correction on the chart. And this would now simulate, if you look at this structure here, this would simulate more ranging structure. This is quite a nice move for the psychology at the moment. At the moment, everyone is getting very, very, very bullish. And now we come a little bit back down to the 61 level and people are like, okay, maybe we're going lower, don't worry. And then we go up again. And people are like, okay, cool, we're going up and up. And we find resistance once again at the all-time high. And then people are like, okay, if we found resistance now, this is going to be an absolute crash. We go down in 3 waves. People are super bearish. People are shorting. People are hoping for lower and lower and lower. And then we absolutely blast off in that 3rd. That is what I'm looking at on the structure at the moment. So we're now still hoping for this ABC in 4. But at the moment, you guys, the main question was, where are we going next? Where we're going next is, so we've just broken down the whole chart. If you see here, this is now a finished W, X, Y, and now we're going up, down, and to the moon. That is kind of what I expect to happen on the chart. But before that, if we go to the hourly time frame, you can see that we are going to be ranging still in this structure for quite a bit. We have now possibly an A, B, C, and 4, A, B, C, and 5, and then an A, B, C, and 2. So there's lots of structures here that you are able to make money in. This is a good thing about diagonals. If you understand that a diagonal needs to have a correction every now and then, there, longing from this area, longing from the trend line, gorgeous. Perfect resistance point. You can find a sniper target here on that trend line. At the moment, you can also almost find a sniper target on the top of the trend line at around 70,000, 70,600, around there. So all these structures you are able to make money in quite nicely. That is the whole point of trading, right? Is we're trying to make money. So then if we go to the 30-minute time frame here, I just want to analyze this 1-2 for you guys. This being a 1-0. This B being over here. Cool. A 1, 2, 3. Sharp 4 down. Sharp 4 down. Because this completed this move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sharp 4 down as we had a ranging 2. Right? Rule of alternation states that a ranging 2 means that wave 4 is likely to be sharp and deep. Right? If we take the 0.618 over here, you can see price did not hit, but it came deep into that area. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the wave 3. Deep pullback. And now we are starting the last move to the upside. Right? The last move to the upside looks to me like somewhat of a diagonal. A ABC up, ABC in a 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly truncated 5, but we see that might be rare. A B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, some form of diagonal in C. Very, very difficult on the lower time frames, but we don't need to look at that. We just know that one more move up is indeed expected. So a 1 up, a 2 down, finishing this over here. A 3 towards the upside in another possible ABC with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a bit of more nicer move, but a diagonal nonetheless. A B structure down and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the lower term time frame, finishing that wave C. Then followed by that, we now had an A, a B, and a C down, and now we should get an ABC, one more up in 5, finishing this diagonal. Remember, a fifth wave in a diagonal can indeed blow off. Indeed, it can. So an A, B, C, something like that, breaking out of the trend line a little bit before having that massive impulse to the downside. So that is indeed what I expect on the chart at the moment on our main scenario. This is only our main scenario, and we'll get into the others now. We're breaking down all the charts today. So all the main scenarios. So I'll show you those two and the wave 3 finishing there. Perfect. This is what I expect on the chart at the moment. For you guys asking where we are going next. If anyone has any more questions, you guys can shoot them. This is surely the longest range Bitcoin has ever done. No? It seems we're going to be in this for a few more months, right? Any knowledge if altcoins will pop during this range, or do we need for... So at the moment, altcoins are not performing as well as Bitcoin is. Bitcoin saw this Mursa rally up, or massive rally up, and now we are not seeing that massive rally up with alts. We're seeing a good rally, but not as strong as Bitcoin. So that means one of two things. It means that altcoins are either not having power at the moment or strength. They're not finding strength, and they're not enough buyers. It also means Bitcoin dominance is very, very high. If we look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, I checked it this morning, it is sitting at 59%. That is extremely high to what we are used to. Normally an alt season happens at around a 48, 47% is what we saw last time in an alt season. So we at the moment are not seeing massive massive correlation with the Bitcoin run due to the Bitcoin dominance being so high. It is a possibility that when we drop in price here in this range again and range up, that altcoins probably just follow the same. They drop and they go up a little bit, same as they've been doing. I do expect some form of an alt season to come relatively soon, maybe possibly in this second wave, people starting to buy alts instead of buying Bitcoin. Then that blast off, sending alts really high up, sending Bitcoin really high up, because this Bitcoin it'll only get to around 85,000 in this last little third wave. Then we should have a massive 4, and then a massive 5 all the way to that 120,000. So I do expect price. Let me actually show you here on the Elliott Wave channel what I've marked out here. So this is what I've marked out here, and at the moment I do expect 4 is in, and we're now finishing 5. Now 5 might only range until the $80,000 level. After that we might fall back down on the 4 to $57,000. Imagine that. From 80,000 to 57,000, people calling all time high, and it goes all the way back down. Very, very sad, actually. So yeah, we can see those in the chart. Sorry, a mate of mine just came in quickly, but yeah, so price going all the way to that $81,000 level. I think the alt season, we see a decrease in Bitcoin dominance here. In this 3-wave structure down, we see a decrease in Bitcoin dominance, and when this pops off or starts running up, altcoins might follow. But alts aren't having a massive move like we expect. They're not as pretty as we want them to be. Normally alts are very active, and when Bitcoin surges, alts surge to the moon. We haven't been seeing that too much this cycle, which is unfortunate. So let me just go back to live and see where we're sitting. Cool. So which is unfortunate, but is what it is at the moment. What alts are you referring to specifically? Sebastian? Oh, a shot for the knowledge, bro. Oh, where? Are you from South Africa? Sebastian Mahiat. Aware, shot for the knowledge. Yeah, so that is what I expect to occur. Do you see any alts like Sui as recent of Mana, Sand, etc. as early rises? First, before I answer that question, you're going to tell me where you're from, because there's only one country in the world that says aware, and that's my country. That is my home. So do tell me where you're from first, and then I'll tell you what early rises I expect. And there's also only one country that says shot like that. Shot, brother. So tell me where you're from, and I'll tell you the rises. That's my trade. Cool, but before I get into the rises, I obviously will get into them for you. I just do want to measure this chart quickly. So let's do some fib levels here. So if this is the A wave up and the B wave down, where should we see the C wave finishing? 1-to-1 sitting at around $72,000. C wave can indeed go to the 0.6, but is a bit less likely. But we're also seeing this 3-wave structure is almost finished here. It could possibly we make a multiple 4-5-4-5s as we go up, followed by an ABC, followed by an ABC. That is kind of what I see here on the chart. Just studied in Stellies for 5 years and worked for 3 in Cape Town, back in Dubai now. Lovely. I'm in Stellies at the moment, brother. That is where this dorm room is sitting. Very flippin' cool place. Which I'm first year in Stellies at the moment. Worked in 3 years for Cape Town. What do you do? You're back in Dubai now. What do you do? Let me know. Okay, cool. So because you told me where you're from, and I expected right. Amazing. Yeah, this is where I'm sitting now. We in residence, or was Stelly's we staying in private? Let me know. Oh, first year Stelly's were the best 2 years of my life. Oh my word. You're speaking only truth, brother. Speaking only truth. Yirmis is it's an animal that will come for you. The Yirmis monster. But academia then digs. Lekker. Akka's nice. Nice. I'm in a res here. I don't want to go too much into detail unless next thing someone comes and finds me. But yeah, that is where I am at the moment, and then we'll what did you study, eh? If you don't mind me asking. Can you show local Elliott Wave count? Yes, Martin, I can. Martin, cause sorry, I was just reading chat a bit. So this is the local Elliott Wave count on the chart at the moment. We have a diagonal to the upside. This is our main scenario. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this wave 3 that we're currently in, we have an ABC. ABC targeting from $67,611 to $72,979. On the chart at the moment, we do indeed have an impulse up. A wave 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal up, possibly. This is also, I just want to remind you, possibly only finishing the third, then the fourth coming later. Could be a sticky situation there, but that's for in time. We don't need to look at that now. If we do see multiple 4 5s up, that can change, but this is the local Elliott wave count at the moment. Then we have an ABC to the downside, expecting that wave 4 to bounce off this trend line, followed by an ABC up, hitting the trend line on the top side, followed by another ABC down in wave B. This is very much the main scenario on the chart at the moment, as all the other structures look not very pretty, but we'll go over those other structures now. That is the main Elliott wave count for Martin. Studied sports science, lekker. It's nice. I'm doing BCom investment management, so also a cool one. When I was in Dubai, we went to a sports science center there, and there was insane soccer players that were getting healing and all that kind of thing. So I wonder if you're working there. I have no clue. You asked early risers, so let me get into it for you, Sebastian. Early risers. You had a few days ago another count. I did. So a few days ago, my main count swapped due to the amount of run we've had up. I've done some more analysis on this chart, as you can see now, but our main scenario was this. Now, our scenario is still sitting on the chart here. This is our main scenario, was our main scenario this week. It was a W down, X, and then a Y, right? This being an A B, and a C. We had quite a run up. We've now rejected off the 1-to-1. This is still possibly a WXY in a B wave, followed by an ABCD, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, hitting that 1-to-1 for that wave C, and then going lower. So this is the scenario where we have lower prices in mind, instead of lower, up, lower, and then up again. So do indeed make sure, but we'll go over the scenario in about 5 minutes or so. I'm just finishing up on this one here. So, but yeah, we will look at it more in depth now. Cool. So actually, let me start on the other scenario now. If anyone wants the main scenario, please do say. There's now 9 viewers or something like that, but this count is not valid anymore. No, it is still valid. So this count is still valid. A B wave can go all the way. So a B wave target, this red here, let me actually change it to green. Apologies for that. this is the target for the B wave on the chart. So an A wave down, B wave up, C wave down in Y is still indeed valid. The one thing that reduces probabilities here is that the 0.7 was touched. And the 0.7 being touched, it decreases probabilities slightly, but the scenario is indeed still valid. A target for this B wave, if it is a flat, can also be the 1 dot. If it is a flat, a B wave can extend all the way here. So we will never actually know until we get a rejection from some point in this area. But at the moment, I do expect, if we are looking at this scenario as our main one, a rejection from this area. So it is still valid. Please do let me know if you understand, because it is a valid count, and it is important that you understand that it is still valid, and this can indeed still play out. At the moment, we're looking at a flat like this. So if you look here, 0.9 to 1, if we go onto our Discord, our Elliott Wave channel, this is a flat, 0.9 to 1.05. So we have an ABC. This is possible in this Y down, an ABC with the 0.9 to the 1 in mind. So that is where we are looking at the moment. Yeah, please. Yes, thanks. Perfect. So you do understand. Awesome. Great. So if anyone has any more questions, Sebastian, I don't know if you're still in the chat. If you are, put a thumbs up or something so I can tell you about the early rises. If not, don't reply now. I won't do the early rises now. We'll just do Bitcoin. Cool. So let's analyze this chart a bit more. So if we look at this chart now, this is labeled very similar as the other one. So if we go here, an A wave down, B wave up, C wave down, and we can make this in orange like the other chart as well. A wave up, B wave down, A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. Let's actually just see how I made this. I actually made it in blue, and I did do it in micro. Cool. So let's put it very similar to the other chart, because it is still a scenario we are looking at. ABC. Lovely. In this wave A, we have a 5-wave structure, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a diagonal. Let's see if I labeled it here. Let's see how much detail I put here. Yeah, I do. Perfect. I just go into that W, X, Y, and B. Gone. Okay. This here being W, X, Y. W, X, Y. In wave B. And then a 5-wave structure in wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finishing wave C over here. Lovely. Let's just see what color I did these in. They were sub-micro and in purple. Sub-micro and in purple. So let's just follow the same range. Yeah, you're still there. Is there any possibility where we reach 38.5k? Yes, there is. I'm going to get into a possibility now. It is the double 1-2 scenario. But is there a reason you're asking for 38.5k specifically? Have you seen it somewhere else? Are you looking? Why are you looking for 38.5k, may I ask? Okay, cool. Sebastian, so before we get into this other scenario on the chart, the early rises. So let's actually take a peek at CoinMarketCap quickly. So CoinMarketCap at the moment, Solana, I definitely think is going to be really well built into this this cycle, regardless of where we go. Solana's one. Then Avalanche, I think, is going to be very good. Anyone with a star that I'm looking at the moment is what I'm kind of looking at. Chainlink, I don't think it's going to do very well. Still looking at it. Near Protocol, very well as it's part of gaming. Any of the AI, any coin that is AI. I don't know why Fetch has now changed it to Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance. Really sounds like a flippin' video game. But so anything that is AI based, anything that is gaming based, and anything that is data storage or AI use or things like that. Meme coins, I think, will do well as they normally do because people are stupid and invest in very weird things, right? IMX, going to possibly do well. Phantom, going to do well. VeChain, going to do fine. All of these other ones, Polygon, Matic, going to do fine. Beam, going to do fine. All these are all Starknet, going to do fine. These are all crypto spaces where the lower you go, the more risk you have, the more return you get. But if it is part of AI and gaming, I think they are going to do okay this season, or this bull run when we kick off a major bull run. So those are the main ones I see. You mentioned specifically here. Actually, you mentioned Sui. Sui as of recent manner. Sand. So Sand will do perfectly fine. All these coins you mentioned will, I think, every coin in this scenario, everyone is in a different coin and they think that coin is going to the moon, therefore everyone's going to buy it happy. I truly believe meme coins fucked this bull run. I don't think it messed up the bull run. I think you saw a lot of people making a lot of money for nothing, for putting in very little effort. I think you saw also a lot of people losing a lot of money, not knowing what they're doing. So I don't think it messed up the bull run completely, and I do think Bitcoin will still lead. There's too much money flowing into Bitcoin and from ETFs, from governments, from things like that for Bitcoin not to lead. So I think Bitcoin is still fine. And so all the other coins I think will do perfectly fine. I do think meme coins, if you took all the market caps and all the money that are thrown into meme coins, then yes, coins would do better. But I don't think it's ruined the space completely. I still think there's lots of space to make money in crypto. So, but yeah, meme coins are a bit of they're the mess of the lot. I think once regulation starts coming in, or a bit more regulation towards cryptocurrency over the next 10, 15, 20 years, I think we'll see a filter out of meme coins because it will be quite difficult to maintain their legal integrity, I think. Yeah. So let's see. But I don't think meme coins have completely ruined. I do think we are still in for a massive bull market. But I think any coin that you are in with regards to gaming, AI, anything to do with the internet, anything to do with stuff like that, it'll be valid. You'll probably, the likelihood that you'll make money on those coins is probably high. That is considering you take out at the correct time and that you aren't greedy with the money you make. So taking out at the correct time, not holding. Once you've made that 50% profit, take it out. It's 50% you didn't have. Once you made that 120% profit, take it out. It's 120% you didn't have. What a lot of people made the mistake in previous bull runs is that they just hold on to their money thinking it would go forever. Markets don't work like that. Traditionally, we've seen a 4-year bull market in crypto, and so markets don't work like that. They're not so built in a way that everyone thinks, okay, we're making money now. Markets are made for the retail investor to lose. That is the whole point. It's businesses that take retail investors' money. If retail investors are making money, they are skilled. So taking your money in profit is a very, very an important skill. It's a trading mindset skill. So do keep it into mind. But okay, let's keep analyzing this here. So on the scenario, we have a very similar structure type to the other scenario, the main scenario on the chart. So I'm just going to be mapping out these here. Cool, W down. Then we have an X in a wave, A, B, and a C. Lovely. Let's see on scenario 1 what I was doing with color. ABC perfect, ABC in orange, ABC in orange, 5-wave structure in purple. Cool. So A wave up, B wave down, C wave up. Lovely. A wave up, B wave down, C wave up in the A. If you're wondering why I'm looking at the other chart and you've just tuned in, I've been mapping out charts for the last, I don't know how long have we been live. We've been live 50 minutes, so I've been mapping out charts quite a bit for the last 50 minutes, just looking at every single scenario as a proper, with a proper analysis, giving every scenario the time of day instead of just saying, okay, this is possible. So ABC here, ABC here, this is, by the way, the alternative scenario on the chart at the moment. We're going to be looking at a few more as well, but we'll get into those just now too. We have 2 more scenarios we're going to be going over today after this one. And then in this, a 5-wave structure up. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The most gorgeous impulse on the chart that I've probably ever seen in my trading history is this one, finishing this X wave. If you look here, I think I went over this already on the other chart, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside this wave 3, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just, this is a picture perfect impulse. It's gorgeous. If you want an example of an impulse on a chart, use this. This is picture perfect. Right? Then, instead of this Y being complete over here, like the other scenario, we are still completing it here. And A, B, C on the chart. If I label this here, we're actually going to label this in blue as well. And we're going to put it the same as the others. And ABC down. In this A wave down, we have a ABC in the structure here. A 5-wave structure in this structure here. So instead of how we marked it on the other scenario, an ABC, this is actually going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 extended 5. A rarer scenario, but still possible. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Something like this. Maybe here, doesn't really matter. This, counting it as some form of 5-wave structure. That is what we're looking at here. Gorgeous. So that is what we're looking at there. Then up here in a WXY in orange. And now we are seeing in this orange wave here an ABC. Yes, an ABC. An A wave up, B wave down, and a C wave to the upside. And we mark this as minuscule, and we can change the color here to, let's change it to red. And A B, and a wave C. This 1-to-1 on the chart is the target for the WXY. This wave equaling this wave. We've now perfectly rejected off it. And now, if this is your main scenario on the chart, you are looking for a move to the downside in 5 waves, some form of something like this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is what you are now looking for if this is your main scenario. Do be very careful here, as this, you need to track now an impulse down. So I'm actually going to use the waves on this here for now. 3, 4, 5, finishing the C, finishing the Y. 1-to-1 of what we are actually looking at this as a 1-to-1 of the ABC here. Perfect. This is our alternative scenario on the chart, mapped out perfectly. That is exactly how we would map it out if every single wave is counted. So this is quite a nice mapping here. Perfect. Let's see what people are saying. Hi, and thank you very much. Thanks so much, David FX. Really appreciate it. Let's actually quickly check the YouTube studio. See how many subs we've gained from this, if any. 4 for 4. Nice. Angel numbers right there, guys. 444 subs. Really, really cool. This channel's growing really nicely. Very excited about this whole crypto journey. Look at TOMR on Discord. Hello, Tomer. Is this... Okay. So, are you... Look at Tomer on Discord scenario. Okay. We can break that down. So, let me just quickly wrap up our alternative scenario, and then I will look at Tomer on Discord. Cool. I've seen you, Rez. Don't worry. Don't stress. I'm going to look at it right now. So this is wrapping up the scenario here. This is the alternative scenario. We are still looking for a 5-wave structure to the downside from here. Cool. Look at Tomer Discord scenario. Okay, this is the scenario you're talking about here. He hasn't labeled what he counts as wave 3, but I'm guessing he counts it as a 5-wave structure down. You Rez, are you Tomer on the chart, or in the Discord? Are you? Is that what your name is, and you're looking at that now, or and you want my opinion on it, or are you someone else that is asking, okay, I want an opinion on this? Then I can talk to you in first person, or talk to you in that it's not your scenario. This is the main scenario he pitched the other day. This was another one here. This one is possible. This is a possibility. It's not very high on my list and I can tell you why many times, but this is a possibility. So which scenario are you referring to, sir? Are you referring to this number 1, this first scenario, or this number 2, the second scenario? There are 2 different scenarios on the chart, so do indeed let me know. This is a gorgeous chart. This is gorgeous. Whoever made this. Johnny B. Good, you're doing amazing. This is lovely. I actually might copy this, put it on my chart just to look at it. Cycle top, midpoint, cycle bottom, amount of days. Yeah, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Yes, I'm Tomo. Okay, Tomo. We chat. Lovely. You're looking at scenario 2. Cool. Number 2. So I don't know what your count is prior this. I don't know where this Y is finishing. I don't know where this WXY is coming from. But regardless, we're just going to talk about this range that you've labeled here. This would mean, if this is correct, then this entire structure here would either be a wave A or a wave 1. Right? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave A or wave 1. Cool. That would mean we are looking at substantially lower prices. Right? If this is a wave 1, we are looking at a devastating $8,000 Bitcoin. Right? If this is a wave A, and a B, and a C, we're looking at possibly a larger degree wave 2. But then this WXY is wrong. So this cannot be a wave A on your chart because you've labeled this a WXY, making this a corrective structure up, and now we're looking for an impulse down. So you are now looking at a wave 1, this being a wave 1. Followed by this would be a wave 2 going up, and then a massive wave 3 to the downside. This diagonal, yes, it is possible. You've pulled a diagonal from the top, but it is not in my opinion likely. Bitcoin has seen a very nice move up already in the last while, showing bullish strength. It's showing it's not messing around. It's showing strength. It's being very happy, and I don't see an issue with BTC at the moment, and I don't see that an ETF would make price reduce by 90% from where we are now. Seeing an $8,000 Bitcoin, I think is long gone. I know you may hope for it, but I don't think it is possible. Wave 1. So it being a wave 1, yeah, that would mean terribly lower prices, crazy lower prices, to the point where you see a move to the floor. You're looking at this scenario, this scenario 1 of yours is indeed a scenario. This is a scenario on my chart that I have been tracking. And it is good. This is happy. I'm very happy with your scenario here. I'm not happy with this one. This one I don't see holds much weight at the moment. If it was an impulse down and a diagonal, this wave 3 towards the downside in time reduces probabilities drastically, because you can see wave 1 took 60 days, wave 3 took 3 days, right? That is about the structure here. A, B, C. This wave 2 is a running flat, the rarest of all, or second rarest of all corrections. A running flat is not common. So this wave 2 being a running flat, wave C did not take the high of wave A. Right? Rare. Extremely rare. Wave 3 being 1/10, 1/20th of time of wave 1. Very rare. Well, your wave A here is not a 5-wave structure. Your wave A here is a 3-wave structure. This move up, I've analyzed it multiple times. This is a 3-wave structure. If it's labeled a 5, then fine. I give it to you. A, B, C, happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, happy. So just the issue here is that this ABC is very rare, and this 3 down is also very, very short in time. But the scenario is valid. Yes, it would be a wave 1, and then we would see prices towards even $4,000. And I don't see that occurring. Thanks being invested. Good stuff, broski. Shot. But yeah, so tomorrow, however you want to say your name, I don't see that scenario playing out. But the other scenario in the chart is indeed valid. This is something I'm tracking. So if you do want a main scenario out of these two, this is something I am indeed tracking. So this is a valid scenario here. This one to me is not. I wouldn't even draw up the scenario. Please do analyze this Y. This WXY is not correct. This move up then has to be a B, and then this be a massive C to the downside. Not this a WXY. Maybe it's a WXY in wave B. I don't know how you labeled it, but yeah, I don't think. I mean, Johnny B. Good, I think, did quite a good job explaining how you just have to ask yourself, is it probable? It's about Elliott Wave. It's not impossible. And again, I'm saying it's not that impossible. But it's very unlikely. Think about the amount of money. No wave. A is 5 wave. Okay, so let's take out a clean chart. This is your wave A. This is the exact structure on that chart. That is where you put your A, your B, and your C. A, B, C, A, B, C in a flat. Cool. I'm happy with that. Your wave A, if we look on the 4-hour time frame, let's look at this scenario of an impulse here. This is a 5-wave structure here. A1, clear 2, 3, clear 4, 5. Perfect impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 4-hourly time frame on this scenario, A or 1, clear 2, 3, clear 4, and then there's no 5. This, in my opinion, is therefore not a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, expanded flat. Expanding in a diagonal, very, very rare. Unless this is the only scenario where, and this is the most rare structure in Elliott Wave. An expanding leading diagonal. Very rare structure. So I would not, that is only looked at if all else on the chart fails. So at the moment I don't see this. Yes, WXY and wave B. Cool. I then understand your WXY and wave B. That I'm very happy with. Then that being a wave B, you're looking for a C wave down in a wave 1 starting now, 2 after, and then 3 all the way to the downside. Happy. I'm very happy with that structure then. And it is indeed possible. But what lowers the possibilities, as I've said before, is this over here. This Wave 3 down in time is too short. It is very short. It's 1/20th of this wave 1. This ABC here is a running flat, a rare structure in Elliott Wave, often not ever seen on crypto charts, or very, very rarely seen on crypto charts on the higher term time frames. And then this wave A, in my opinion, is not 5 waves. So that is what I see there. So wave A being, if we look, let's go into the hourly time frame, give you the benefit of the doubt here for a 5 wave structure. Now wave 3, you need to think about this. Wave A being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very expanded 5th wave. Ending diagonal in 3 does not look good, as these are very sharp corrections up and down. This is too sharp. It's very sharp. But yeah, let's give you the benefit of the doubt that this is 5 waves. Cool. I don't like that 5 wave move. That's not pretty to me. Wave 3 is very short. Wave 5 is very expanded. And in the wave 5, you have a 1, 2, very, very short 3. No, this is not a 5 wave structure. Sorry. I don't see it. The issue here is, yes, on the hourly time frame, you could count simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy. Problem is when you start breaking down these waves, is this entire 3rd wave is a diagonal, which is not allowed. You can't have an entire 3rd wave a diagonal. You can only have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a diagonal after in that wave 5. So that is not allowed. This move up here is a 1, 2, 3 with a very short 4 and 5. But the problem is, wave 3 would then be your shortest wave. And that's not allowed in an impulse. So that's not allowed in this wave 5. If we count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the problem is this wave 3 is then an ABC. So I don't see wave A as a 5 wave structure. But those are the 3 things that go against your scenario. I'm not going to get into any more. I want to do some of the bearish scenarios on the chart, the scenario 3 and 4. But yeah, that is the few things that go against your scenario on the chart. But thank you so much for posting it in Discord. It's good to see all your ideas. I like this structure a lot more. This is a lot better than the other scenario. Just because this has higher probabilities from a counting perspective. I do hope you understand. I did say, yeah, this is definitely a possibility. Look at comments on YouTube. Gun. So do let me know what you're feeling about that analysis. If you disagree, you can say so. I'm very happy with disagreement. It's good. You should disagree with people sometimes. So it's valid. Okay, then if we go to our 3rd scenario on the chart, 4 hourly scenario, we have this here. Another finished structure, an ABC structure, a little bit different this time. An ABC and a diagonal, an A and a diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy. Changes to blue, changes to micro, take waves off. Lovely. And 2. Not a very pretty thing, but it's okay. We can also label this the WXY, but I'm just doing this for scouting different scenario purposes. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in this ABC, we have a 3-wave structure. And we have A up, B down, C up with a perfect impulse. On the scenario, we can mark this orange, and we can put this at micro. Lovely. Then C finishing. Now we have the triple 1, 2 to the upside. This is the most bullish scenario, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside the orange. Lovely. So the most bullish scenario on the chart, not at the moment my preferred one, but is a scenario nonetheless. But yeah, is not my preferred one at the moment. Let's actually change this color to purple. And purple. Cool. Then a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Expanded fifth wave. A little bit rare, but fine for now. On the chart, this could be labeled the WXY as well, so it doesn't actually make that big of a difference. Just showing the possibility of an ABC and how it would be looked at. So that is our most bullish scenario on the chart. At the moment, we are targeting the 1.618 at $73,368. This is not my main scenario, as I don't think we're just exploding to new all-time highs. I think this range is still going to continue for a little bit, and we're going to get a few price actions that still make ranging structure. The invalidation for this scenario is the 0.618 at the first invalidation would be at, let's change this to 0.618. That would be the first invalidation on the chart. If price hits 62,586, first invalidation on the chart of this scenario. So do beware of that move there. Wave 1 on the blue is 5 wave. No, this is why. So this is the exact reason why this scenario is not my most likely. This is the only. So this is the only reason that this is is not my main scenario. This is the most alternative scenario. So this is giving the absolute benefit of the doubt to this move. So this is scenario 3. This I see playing out possibly 10%. I don't see this as the structure we are tracking at the moment. But this is giving the scenario, it is ugly, yes. As I said before, it's an ugly move, but this is the one way that it's possibly countered, but it is not pretty. I don't agree with the scenario here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a nice move, and that is why the scenario is only our third scenario on the chart. This might actually even move to our fourth scenario. That wave 1 is not a nice move, and I'm not a fan of it. So this is why the scenario is not our main structure. Yes, I did indeed see your question. Please, can you stop the spam? So I do look at chat, so don't worry. So yeah, this wave 1 is not, in my opinion, a 5-wave structure. Therefore, this is not our highest scenario on the chart. This also, wave C, is way too quick compared to wave A. Wave C is way shorter than wave A, therefore not a pretty structure here. The only structure that I see playing out nicely is the A, B, C. Right? If we look at this, see, even in our main scenario, I label this as a 5-wave structure. So this isn't the issue with your scenario. A lot of the structures at the moment are labeled as a 5-wave structure, even though it is not pretty. It's labeled as a 5-wave structure in either a wave A or a wave 1. This, I think, in the new diagonal rules can be a WXY. I'll check on that, but I don't. Then this can be changed to a WXY and not an ABC. I'll make sure of that. But so even if it is a move up, your main thing on the scenario is this running flat and the third wave in time. Quite a two very, very rare things. Wave 3 being so short compared to wave 1, and a running flat in the wave 2. So those are the 3 things that I don't agree with on your chart, not the other. This 5-wave structure, you can say I agree with it. Cool, this is 5 waves. The only other issue is that you've labeled this as a 3, too quick, and this as a running flat. What did you do? A, B, C. Also, A, B, C, and X. Running flat is more likely in an X wave than in a wave 2. Very, very rare in a wave 2. Wave X is possible to be any corrective structure and is more likely to form in a wave X. That is why the scenario works higher. For this to be a wave 2, being a 1, A, B, C, and 2, very rare structure for a wave 2 on a higher degree time frame especially. So do keep an eye out on that. But as Johnny B. Good said in the Discord, you must just think at the moment what is probable. And again, I'm not saying that it's impossible. You just have to ask yourself, is it probable? Is it probable when we have millions upon millions of dollars flowing in from an ETF almost every single day for price to decrease by 90%? I don't think in the history of ETFs there's been a 90% decrease once an ETF has been launched. So just, you must keep in mind how many people are investing in Bitcoin, how many, and when last did we see Bitcoin at $8,000? I mean, $8,000 is quite some time ago. I mean, my chart doesn't even, this is the very beginning on this chart, and $8,000, we're at $29,000 at the start. I know this isn't the index chart, but do you know what I mean? You must just think, what is more probable? You're in trading. Trading, you can short and buy. You don't need to force a scenario onto the chart. Trade the chart. If you expect to move down, short the chart to that ABC. like we have here, expecting a move down at some point, short the chart to an ABC. If you feel okay, long a chair with this tight stop loss, instead of shorting at the top with massive amounts of leverage, possibly being wrong, and hoping for much lower prices. I don't see a massive point or a benefit in that. Then on the last scenario on the chart that we're going to be doing today is another one that goes just lower, a WXY with an expanding A wave or flat in wave Y. This is also a higher probability, but one of probably our lowest scenario on the chart, just because we have a few of these, and for this to play out, it's possible. And we're in the area. If 69,534 is touched, it does indeed decrease probabilities. But yeah, so just looking at multiple scenarios, you can be the judge as to which one you feel is your main one on the chart. Cool, that is there. All about probability in Elliott Wave. Probability is the most important thing. Rare structures, decreasing probability. Overshooting structures, decreasing probability. Structures that go too high, decreasing probability. So everything works on probability in Elliott Wave theory. So do keep that always in mind. Let us change this to yellow and change this to mine. Minute. Cool. So do keep that in mind. I'm right on wave 3 because after running flat, wave 3 is very hard and fast. Okay. I've given you as much advice as I can to why your scenario I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. It's possible. It's not impossible, but I sadly don't agree with the scenario being the main scenario on the chart. For this to be your main one is quite hectic. You're asking for a 90% decrease on your main scenario. It can be on your chart. It's not impossible. All about probability. If the structure is correct, cool. Structure is correct. Doesn't matter. You're asking for a 90% decrease on your main scenario. It is quite hectic with millions of dollars coming in from multiple people. And ETFs, corporations, governments, very unlikely. So just do keep that in mind, but yeah, just do keep that in mind. Wave 3 at the moment, if that is how you count a 5-wave structure, and a sharp 5-wave structure being a 20th of your wave 1, cool. Do please look at the Elliott Wave education in the Discord server. It explains there, or I don't think it explains time. Go on to some YouTube videos and just look at how time affects your chart. For this third wave to be so sharp without a clear 4-5 on it is not very probable, in my opinion. But cool. And please, I did ask you to stop the multiple messages. Yeah, thank you. Do please respect that, sir. Cool. So then on this B wave here, we are still looking at our 4th scenario on the chart. If you're new or coming in now, being an A, a B, and a C with that perfect impulse, as mentioned multiple times before. My favorite impulse on the chart. Best impulse I've ever seen in my time trading. Cool. A, B, and then C to the downside in a wave W. Cool. Even this one, the reason it is so low on my probability list is wave C compared to wave A in time, just decreasing probabilities a bit. Wave B being a running flat, decreasing probabilities a bit like more likely in a wave B or a wave X. So this is still fine, but this in time is a bit quick compared to the wave A. Then, so this being a W on the chart, let us do indeed change this to a different color. Let's change it to a purple. No, it is a very ugly color. Let's change it to white. Nice. White's a cool color for the chart here. Then, so an ABC, lovely. Then in this X we have another WXY, which can be changed to, we're going to do green, and we're going to do this in micro. If you're tuning in now, we're just analyzing the charts, going over what is possible to occur, and just how I feel about all the different scenarios on the chart in this A, B, C, W, X, Y. This should be a bit higher, but it's okay. I'll keep it like this for now. Cool. So this is what you would expect on the chart if we are looking at this as our main scenario. This is scenario 4 on the chart, so I do not expect it, but this is still a possibility for that lower prices. Another W, X, and a Y in an A, B, C. The problem is here, wave W is extremely long, X short, and Y would also be short. So issue of time. Do you see here how long this is compared to this and compared to how long this would be? So just the issue of time here would be the main issue on the move to the downside. But there are still moves to the downside we are tracking in the main scenario. Cool. Then, if we do indeed look at scenario 5. Scenario 5 is a clean chart. No, okay. So those are our 4 main scenarios on the chart. Being a 1 that we now broke down into quite a complex Elliott Wave structure. If you see here, this is the entire count for Elliott Wave, and we are looking at it quite nicely on the 4-hourly time frame. We do indeed expect an ABC, ABC, ABC in the wave 2, followed by that massive 3-wave move up. That is our main scenario on the chart now. Oh, where did I just move this? Clear charts. Okay, there. Cool. We showed everything else, but those are our 2 main scenarios. 1, lower prices. 2, small retracement down before small higher, and then lower again. So do be aware of all structures on the chart at the moment. I will be posting these in my Discord as well, for people to look at and see. But yeah, these are how I label the structures on the chart at the moment. Cool. Then, cool. I think I'm gonna end the stream there. If anyone has any questions before I go, you can indeed quickly ask and I can answer them. I'm going to give it about 5 minutes, but yeah, do ask any question you'd like and I can answer for the next 5 minutes on Elliott Wave structure, on any coin, on any whatever you guys want from me. I'm happy to give. Cool, let me know. I don't see any questions as of yet. Do let me know if you have any questions for the last few people that are here, and then I can indeed finish up the stream. It was a nice stream. We got lots of stuff done. We labeled out every single chart on our structure. All these charts will now officially be in Discord as a Bitcoin analysis on all 4 scenarios on the chart that we are tracking at the moment. I'm sure there are other scenarios. I will be looking at some clean charts tomorrow again, on the Sunday, just to see if I've missed any scenarios, but these all to me look like solid structures to have on the chart. We have the 1112, we have the 1112, we have the 2 bearish structures. I think it's a few great scenarios to follow. The only one that I would like to still do is or do properly is that this entire move up is a wave 1, A, B, C. I would like to structure that as one of my things. This would indeed be targeting the 1.618, 1.38 to the 1.618. How far down is that? No, that can't be right. This is on a wrong chart, but something along these lines would be another scenario on the chart to be looking out for. But yeah, cool guys, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I really appreciate it. For all the people that were here, love you lots and enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's been Max Straits Crypto. Cheers guys.